Hi, I'm Paige. Welcome back to my channel. I realize I haven't made a video in a long time, and there are a lot of updates that I owe you, like the fact that I never had a revision surgery. It was canceled so unexpectedly, and there's just been so much that has happened over the past couple years. I don't think I knew how to sit down and make this video to update everybody. There was so much happening so fast that I was just living in it, but now I'm preparing for a revision surgery again, and I felt like it was the best time to just finally sit down and make this video updating you on what happened and my new plans. In case you're new here, I'm Paige. I'm a BRCA1 positive Previvor. I had my preventative mastectomy back in 2017, and when I had my mastectomy, I wasn't presented with all of my options. I wish that I was, but I didn't know what questions to ask, and so my surgeon told me that the best thing for me was to go under the muscle. Little did I know at that time that that's what he was best at versus what was best for my body. I just trusted him and trusted that that was the right thing for my body. Little did I know that ever since I would be living with so much pain, discomfort. I feel like I'm always hunched over. I feel like I can't fully stretch out my shoulders. It's such an uncomfortable feeling. It really has led to just a lot of insecurities. I have a ton of animation deformity. I have these weird indents right here. My foobs just look weird, and they're also just uncomfortable. It's painful. I can't do certain workouts. I try to do movements and my foobs literally are so far and so displaced into my armpits that my arm will hit them, and I will sometimes have bruises on my arms from it. They're just not in the right spot. So I was preparing to have a revision surgery 2 years ago. I was so excited. You can watch that video back. I was really excited about the surgeon. I thought that everything was going according to plan. And then unexpectedly, a couple days before my surgery, I ended up finding a lump on my left breast. And I told my team that I had this lump. And because I found that lump, they were nervous about performing surgery. They didn't know what the lump was. We did ultrasounds. It came up on the ultrasound until they decided to cancel my surgery. And they said we should wait a couple months to see what this lump is, make sure that I'm okay, and then we would reschedule the revision surgery. I was devastated because I had been prepping so much for this surgery. I was mentally so prepared, but also I was really scared. My surgeon never followed up with me. She didn't check in. She didn't advise me you should get an MRI. We need to know what this is. She just kind of left me in the dark, and that was a really horrible feeling. It was really disappointing to just be left with no answers and to be left really afraid. I think the day or a couple days after my surgery was canceled, when I was just feeling so confused, the Breasties leadership team got me a special reading with Rose, who is a psychic. And in that reading, she told me so many things, but one of the things that she told me that really gave me such an amazing peace of mind was that this was all happening in accordance to the universe. She was like, there is a bigger plan for you. You will understand later. You're not going to understand right now, but it will all make sense soon. You're being protected, divinely guided. And at the time, I didn't understand what she meant, and it didn't really make sense to me because I was like, how could this be part of some bigger plan? But now, after everything, I completely agree with her, and it makes so much sense. I didn't know what else to do, so I called Dr. Peled. She's an incredible surgeon that I've known for years. I asked her, what do I do? I've just kind of been left in the dark over here. So she recommended that I get an MRI. She's the one that made the referral for me, thankfully. I ended up getting an MRI. The results came back clear, which I was very thankful for. And I ended up getting connected through Dana to Dr. Julie Sprunt, which is an oncologist here in Austin. I'm so grateful that I had so many people that were helping me through this process because I truly didn't know what to do. I've never been in a situation like this where the person that you're relying on to take care of you just kind of abandons you, essentially. And I think in those moments you really realize it is on you. Nobody is going to care about you and your health more than you do. You just have to take action. So I get connected to Dr. Julie Sprunt. We go through a series of different scans and tests. After all those different scans came back clear, again, thankful that they were clear, she still didn't know what was wrong. Nobody seemed to know what was wrong. So she recommended that I connect with Dr. Potter. Dr. Potter is a renowned plastic surgeon here in Austin. Immediately when I walked in, I just felt this sense of relief. I just felt so at home. Her office is so calm. It's so beautiful. It's very peaceful. And I walked into my appointment with her, and Brock was with me, my partner, and she immediately knew what it was. She did an exam on me, and she closed her eyes and was just kind of feeling around like this. I've never had a surgeon in my life like close their eyes and do an exam on me before. Like normally I feel like they're like locked in. It was so intuitive for her. And she was like, I know exactly what this is. I tore the muscle in my left breast, which was causing the lump. And she knew immediately. And it was just like such a relief. I felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders because for so long, for months, nobody knew what this was. And immediately she knew. So I was just like, oh, I trust you. I love you. Like I just feel so good and comforted in your space. But I was very confused because I'm like, wait, this is just a torn muscle. Like this doesn't make sense. How, in 5 years, this has never happened to me. But then right before surgery, as I'm preparing for surgery, this happens. Why?
Yeah, like a muscle gets a little bump, like in your neck, or you can have something that's strained.
But I never had this for 5 years, and then all of a sudden, right before surgery.
Well, that's the universe. I can't explain why. Things
Oh
happen.
my God!
Yeah.
You just said universe. That's.
I thought the same thing.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! No, it's just sorry.
Oh no.
No, I'm happy. I'm so happy. It's just been like.
Oh, I wish I'd seen you before.
I know, me too.
I'm glad you're here now. Yeah.
It's just like been a lot. And she was like, I can't explain why. That's the universe. And that's when it clicked through me. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so weird because that's what Rose, the psychic, had said. While we're sitting in that appointment, Brock and I both were just like, you're amazing. Like everybody needs to know about you. More people need to know about you. Like you're incredible. Like, are you on social media? And she was like, honestly, I'd love if more people knew about me because I'm really fighting hard to reinstate the S codes right now, working against CMS. And like, I need more people to know, like nobody seems to be listening to me. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? And she explained to me that the DIEP flap surgery was at risk of being taken away from the community, that she needed help, that she had been fighting this alone for months and months, and really just felt like, she was screaming into this void. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, I need to get involved. Our community needs to get involved. As soon as they hear about this, I know we'll rally. And so her and I really came together at that moment. And I was like, tell me everything that I need to know about CMS, CPT codes, our healthcare system, so I can truly understand this in a way that's going to be easy to digest, to explain to our community. Then I'll teach you everything you need to know about social media, so that way you can engage with the community, you can engage with other plastic surgeons and other patient advocacy groups. This couldn't just be her, it couldn't just be me. This had to be all of us coming together and truly engaging, because it needed to be as many people as possible really tackling this. And the most amazing thing is it worked. CMS ended up reinstating the S codes, walking back their decision, which they never do. It's unheard of. If you're interested in this, I actually have a video explaining everything that happened, so you can click on that. What this experience really taught me is that as patients, we are the experts. Our experience makes us the experts, and it's happening to us. And Dr. Potter is one of the first surgeons I've ever met that truly lives and breathes that. She doesn't just talk the talk, she walks the walk. And when she asked me, like, I want your help, I need your help with this, it wasn't just this like superficial, I want your help, but then didn't listen. Like she truly trusted me and trusted the community. And I think that's why this worked in a way that has never really happened before. This experience gave me so much confidence as a patient advocate, in myself, in our community, and like truly changed my life. I'm so grateful that we were able to protect access to breast reconstruction for all. It's something that I'm so proud of to this day. I also made a commitment to the community that I was not going to have my revision surgery until the S codes were reinstated. It just felt so wrong for me to go through, kind of an elective surgery when other people were fighting for access to surgeries and might have it taken away from them. So I was like, until this happens, I am not having my revision surgery. Once the S codes were reinstated last year, it was right after camp. I was exhausted. I'm like, okay, now I feel like it's been enough time where the dust has settled. I feel like I am just in the right place to have my revision surgery. And of course, there's nobody that I trust more than Dr. Potter. It's so evident that this truly was all in accordance with the universe. The universe had this bigger plan for me. I was never meant to have surgery in Houston 2 years ago. Like this is what was meant to happen. And I'm feeling so ready. So my revision surgery is now scheduled for November 13th. I feel just excited, a little bit nervous, but I'm going to be prepping the next 3 months and bringing you along with me. I'm going to be posting a lot of my surgery prep on TikTok. I'm going to be doing daily videos, so follow me there. I'm thinking about calling it 90 Days to Surgery. Brock thought of it and I was like, that is so cute. So tell me if you like that title or not. If you have any questions, if you need any advice, or if you just want to cheer me on, I'd appreciate it. And thanks for being along for the ride.